Welcome to another edition of Faces from the Mount. I'm Danielle Jackson, and today is special because we have TC Woodard. She's the owner and founder of The Baking Room, which is a food truck. It's for desserts. We're talking about cheesecakes, cupcakes. She's here and she's gonna talk to us just a little bit about her testimony and how she transitioned into this role. TC, can you talk about your testimony? I know you used to be a hairstylist and now you're an owner of a dessert food truck. What made you make this pivot?
So I was a hairstylist for 30 years. I had my own salon. In December 2019, I was headed to Canada for my daughter's birthday, and God gave me cheesecake in a dream to bake. And when I woke up, I was like, that doesn't even make sense. I don't eat cheesecake. So I said, okay, I'll make it when I get back. So I went to Canada in December. When I came back the 1st of January, I forgot to make it. And I had the dream again. So when I had the dream again, I said, okay, this is something that I'm really supposed to be doing. So I didn't know how to make a cake, so I had to Google it. And when I Googled it, I just made them, and they were horrible. Like, we threw away a lot of cheesecakes because I didn't know how to make them. My family were my testers, so every time I would make one, I would have them tasting it, and they was like, this ain't it yet. So when I finally got it, it started to just explode real quick. So yeah, no, it wasn't anything that I had desired to do. I didn't even know how to do it.
Can you talk to me about how this aligns with your purpose?
Well, in ministry, it aligns with my purpose because it aligns with hearing God's voice and knowing when He say move, you move, even when you don't understand the movement.
Mm-hmm.
All the salons shut down. So when the salon shut down for almost 6 months, baking carried my family. And even in that time, March of 2020, my husband had been on dialysis for 5 years, waiting for a kidney. He got the call for the kidney, I think March 12th or March 13th. So even in the recovery of that, he was home recovering, I was baking, we was all on lockdown, and it started to make sense. In March, I started saying, okay, God, I hear you.
Yeah, and I was just about to ask you, how did this bless you overall?
It built my faith some more. It made me understand that, of course, God knows everything that's going to happen. So it made me understand that He had already had the plan set up for me and my family to not fail and not, be in a bind during that time. Because, that when the salons was closed, I wasn't considered an essential worker. So we were closed. So it just built my faith and made me understand that God, He does love me. Like, He loves me. And I say it all the time. One of the things that I always say is, I know He loves me. He just takes care of me, and I appreciate that.
That is so awesome. And just to hear that confirmation, it's just amazing. And I think so many people can resonate with that. TC, what was one of the biggest challenges starting your own business?
So the challenge was feeling inadequate to do something like that and step out when I didn't have a culinary degree. I didn't know anything about it. All I knew was mixing color, hair color. So the challenge was just not feeling good enough to step into a world that I didn't know nothing about.
TC, it was so encouraging to hear you talk about having courage and faith, and that's what's ultimately led to The Baking Room. Let's take a look at some of the items you have today. Now we've made our way into the kitchen, TC. Let's talk about what The Baking Room offers.
So The Baking Room is a cheesecake-based truck. So everything is cheesecake, other than our cobblers, banana pudding. But where you guys see ice cream with anything, I see cheesecake. So today we have these cupcakes here. So that's the original cupcake there in front. This is the caramel pecan. This is the sweet potato, and that's the pumpkin spice. We have the jumbo s'mores cookie, which is a top seller right now, and we bake it on the spot. So it's really a big hit right now. We also have our cheesecake shakes and just a lot of different desserts. I'm always thinking of new stuff to make all the time.
Let me tell you, I'm excited about trying every single item. Let's talk to people about how they can get connected with The Baking Room.
So you can reach me on Instagram at The Baking Room 3, on Facebook, The Baking Room, or you can call 615-606-2771.
Thank you so much, TC, for joining us. We appreciate it. This has been another edition of Faces from the Mount. I'm Danielle Jackson. Peace and blessings.